Lafayette Cemetery No. 1. Lafayette No. 1 is the cemetery most often used in films made in New Orleans, and is across the street from the famed Commander's Palace restaurant in the Garden District. It was the burial grounds for what was once the city of Lafayette. You will find a number of prominent New Orleanians buried here. Designated a city burial site in 1833, Lafayette Cemetery No. 1 is placed on the National Register of Historic Places by virtue of its significant history, location, and architectural importance. Interview with the Vampire starred Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt and Kirsten Dunst. It was filmed throughout the French Quarter and Lafayette Cemetery No. 1, Dracula 2000, starring Johnny Miller and Omar Epps. Located in the Garden District, Washington Ave and Prytania, section of New Orleans and accessible by the St. Charles Avenue streetcar. New Orleans' Garden District was settled in the 1850s by successful entrepreneurs, the nouveau riche of that time. They built large, elegant mansions exemplifying many architectural styles, including Greek Revival, Italianate and Queen Anne Victorian. Built in 1833, by 1852 when 2,000 yellow fever victims were buried here, the Garden District Cemetery was filled to capacity. Today it is an eerie haunted place, with many tombs still sinking into the ground, and some of them slowly opening in the shadow of tangled trees. Near the downtown side gate of Lafayette No. 1 Cemetery stands a tomb that, to a father's eyes, resembles a crib. Nestled within, according to the fading inscriptions, are the earthly remains of 3 siblings who in a matter of days fell victim to yellow fever. Ghost stories and tales of the undead, zombies and being buried alive. Many of these ghost tales are said to be just cemetery urban legends. Others swear Thaya is the most haunted cemetery for paranormal encounters and a feeling of being truly haunted. It's no surprise that all this decaying grandeur should capture the imagination of local author Anne Rice, who has used the place in many of her books. She even staged a mock funeral here, to launch publication of Memnoch the Devil. The corpse was herself, wearing an antique wedding dress, in an open coffin carried by pallbearers. Tombs in Lafayette Cemetery No. 1 are constructed with a shelf near the top where recently deceased bodies are placed. The shelf doesn't extend all the way to the back, so when it's time to add another body to the family tomb, the previous bones can be pushed to the rear where they fall through, joining any remains already present. Regulations limit the opening of tombs to once a year, not nearly frequently enough during times like the yellow fever epidemics, so temporary storage ovens line some of the exterior walls in Lafayette Cemetery No. 1.